242, public again.
Hello,
we have a few apologies to make. I think we may have spawned monkeypox again.
Sorry.
I haven't heard anyone mention monkeypox in like a year, and then I brought it up, and then the day after that, the WHO announced that monkeypox is once again considered a global pandemic or something.
The wrestling what organization?
The Wrestling Homos organization. That's who's responsible for it, according to right-wing Twitter.
Oh. I used to do promo for the homos.
Oh, I love those
Good guys.
I had FOMO.
Mm-hmm. 242, the episode number. Do you know what area code that is, folks? The Bahamas.
Ooh, it's like we're on vacation.
Who are you calling in the Bahamas, Michael?
What'd you say?
Who are you calling who lives in the Bahamas?
That's none of your concern, man.
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
Famous
You're right.
residents of the Bahamas. Sidney Poitier?
That's it.
It's probably him.
That's what I was going to call.
I thought that was going to be a girl named Sydney.
Oh, you just got Sydney Sweeney on the mind like most chuds.
No, most leftists.
No, the leftist take today, it's not really leftist take. No one really agrees. Everyone's yelling at him, but the guy that's like, I know she's known for her big boobs, but this ass is mid. And he posts like her ass. It's like perfectly fine and like still good. Like, what the fuck?
You know she shits out of that? If you ever read a book, you would realize that actual fucking poop, no shit poop, comes out of there.
There was this older unk type guy getting really mad in the replies. He's like, now that's a perfectly fine ass for a girl with tits like that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, evens out.
That guy was barking at him.
God, people are foul.
Yeah. They all need to be more like Jamie Sweaty and just roll around their basement touching their penis.
I was watched Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon last night, or 2 nights ago. And there's this one scene where after he like gets stuck being invisible, they have to have like one of the other employees hang out. They had like the chud guy on the team, like he was just like kind of not paying attention. He was like reading a porno magazine, and he was just like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, I'd suck the tits right off of her. Like, what the fuck?
That's a weird thing to say.
I'd give her a double mastectomy with my teeth.
Yeah, that's an actual like horny deviant thing to say.
That's the kind of bitch that needs sexual top surgery. Yo, I would suck all of you into me like Kirby, and then I would be wearing your fucking hat.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, people need to not talk about women like that. It's just a bit much.
People shouldn't talk about women. People shouldn't talk about women, period. I try to be overly woke and then I become misogynist again.
Yeah, don't even bring them up. Don't even give them credit for things. If they help you with your scientific research, don't even put them on the paper.
No.
Don't even hire them to work with you.
Yeah, like Rosalind Carter. That's what happened with her. Like those guys were like, you know what? I don't want to seem like I'm trying to fuck her, so I'm just going to leave her off the paper.
I like how there's guys like Mike Pence or Tyler Blevins who are like, I can't even be in a room with another woman that's not my wife. I don't trust myself. And then like the second he's in a room with like one of his Secret Service guys, he just immediately is getting his dick sucked. Oh, just hanging on the fucking towel rack.
Yeah, that would be a great line if you were just a gay guy. Like, I can't be alone with a woman. I can't go out to dinner with a woman because I would be so tempted.
Yep.
It has to be me and just a dozen or so really hot guys. Maybe in a limo, and we all have our shirts off.
I need to feel more secure with my Secret Service agents. I make sure they're all under 25.
Yeah.
I need my guys brand new, straight out of the academy and fit.
Under 25 and under 25 BMI.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to sit on their laps to make sure I'm not tempted by a woman.
Yep. Damn.
I gotta go to the bathhouse because there are no women there.
If you go to the bathhouse and they spell it like H-O-U-S-E, like normal, or like American, then that's not gay. This is gonna be a regular spot. But if you go to the one that's H-A-U-S, you know what's going on in there. Yep.
I went to the Bauhaus and it was a bunch of straight German twinks.
Yeah, that's weird. I went to that really straight gay concert before. It was Bauhaus opening for 9 Inch Nails. A bunch of straight gay guys there.
9-inch cocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want.
If I was a guy that looked like Trent Reznor that had a giant cock, my porno name would be 9 Inch Neil.
Ooh.
How about that?
Like your name is Neil?
Yep.
People might make fun of you and they might say, well, you're the one kneeling.
I'd be like, no, then I show my giant dick, and they would say, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it would be physically impossible because my giant dick would go into the ground and make a hole in the ground.
In broken English, then they would be Neil.
And they would be Neil.
I showed him my cock, then they would be Neil. Love it.
I hate 9-inch Neil.
Yeah.
Guy's too full of himself.
Yep. He says, I wanna fuck you like I'm still at work. Because he's a porn star. 9-inch Neil.
9-inch Neil.
Love that.
You guys see that a friend of the show, AR-15, was power ranking family members?
Cool.
Yeah,
That's like 2 steps away from the race tier list YouTube we got coming out sometime.
Yeah. Moms are always yelling. Not to mention they're always tired because they have to take care of the kids and do the housework. And there's much more negative energy when it comes to moms. Dads are always fun. Brothers are second most fun. And a sister is younger and has more positive energy compared to the mother.
That is a weird.
So I guess dad.
What are you talking about?
It's a weird thing to write. Guy from a dysfunctional, like, I wouldn't even call them. I'd call them a nuclear family in the case that, like, they're microwaved, like they live under the power lines.
Yeah, like his parents are divorced, and I think all of his family hates him.
Yeah,
because he posted that TikTok a long time ago where he was just filming people. It was when he was doing that Walmart fitness challenge, and he thought he was gonna like be famous for getting the $15 gift card for getting the most steps, and then he like quit and like knocked over a bunch of shelves when he didn't win, and like accused the guy who did win of cheating.
I hope the guy.
It was when he was
cheat.
filming shit for that, and he was just with his family like shopping somewhere, and his brother was like, "Why are you filming me? Can you not be weird? Like what are you doing?" What?
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
That's like a 14-second video, and it gives you the entire vibe of his life.
Yeah, why can't you just spend time with your family and just act like a normal person?
We've watched so many videos, and you can tell when the difference between a family member that doesn't want to be on camera but they love you, and a family member that doesn't want to be on camera and they hate you. Like,
Yeah,
it's a difference. It's like Julie.
not smiling at all. It's just like
Julie was like borderline because she loves JKM, but she didn't want to be on the videos, so she finally told him, and now she's not in them. She was on the newest one though. You hear about JKM's reveal, right?
He's on Ozempic, right?
No, he's on 2 Ozempics. He's on Zepbound and Wegovy.
So
both of them.
he's
Yeah,
on
he's on
duo
2.
Zempics.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. How about Dose Zempics?
Oh yeah, I'm like Canadian, right? So I get the French.
Yeah. So you say
You guys, more Espanol.
No, Quebecois and Ozempic.
I did look at the transcript for JKM's video about that, and it was kind of inspiring because he was just talking about how the Ozempic got rid of his desire to have all that fast food. Like it didn't just make him not hungry, but it removed like that central desire to fill his dopamine meter, like to get instant gratification all day long. And I think they should give that to all the guys we watch. Like they all need that. They all need that module removed from their brain, so their lives aren't entirely defined by just fast food and wrestling and whatever makes them feel good in the moment and then shitty the rest of the day.
Do you know what's crazy too? He gets up every day at like 7:30, and before he does anything else, he makes sure he walks 10,000 steps.
My man.
Pretty good.
That's crazy to do right when you wake up, but so he's not just sitting around letting the medicine shrink him.
Yeah.
He's like keeping his insides healthier too. And that he probably does feel so much better. He's down 80 fucking pounds this year. Doing that in a calendar year is insane.
He's probably so much better at fucking too.
We're only in August and he's 80 pounds down since starting that in February.
That's wild.
Imagine his dick game. It must be
It
fire.
must look so much bigger now.
Yep.
Oh man, I would love to see that thing. I would love to see a before and after. He should post it on Joystick. He should post a sexual
God.
weight loss update
He was
video
so
on
red,
Joystick.
there's no way he could even get hard before. There's no blood around there. That shit was hanging there like a skin tag.
Ew.
Man, yeah, filling up your cock for the first time in like 5 years. It would be like filling up an above ground pool that's full of leaves. You have to clean it out and stuff. You've just got like spider webs in your urethra and your vas deferens that you have to clean out with a pipe cleaner. Put it down your urethra, just sort of get all the debris out of there.
It's like being at your great grandpa's house, seeing him when he's on hospice care, and go to the back shed and there's a
And his cock is so big.
no.
You're like, how is it
moped.
still hard, dude?
It's like the inner tube that's been sitting there flat since like 1965. Like, I'm gonna fill this up. That's what J-Cam's cock is like. Inner tube
Oh,
of a
man.
moped in the 60s. And his same color.
God, I just hope it doesn't get too much blood. He might get too hard.
It's crazy going back now to like his Big Mac review from like 6 months ago or whatever, because he's fucking like purple. He's so red. And now he's like a different color. He's sort of red still, but it's like sunburn and tan in his new video. Because
How does he compare
'cause
to
he
like
walks in
the
the morning
old
sun.
old videos?
That was after he got the lap dance.
he's
right?
getting
when he
closer.
was-
It's actually
like
crazy.
when we did the jump
But
scare.
he's still like way fatter than then, which is crazy. Because he was like, but he was almost gaunt.
That's
back
why he
then.
was thin the
like,
first time.
skinny.
Like
Yeah,
He looked like a He looked like a
he
distance
blew it
runner.
out. He escaped containment.
but he had a lap
He
dance
got lap-
surgery.
yeah, he reversed it. You didn't know that?
Huh. No.
Yeah, he shunned out.
Oh.
I guess Ozempic really is a lot better than
Didn't-
those surgeries.
Yeah, no, he does look way more.
Because there's so
thin.
many
Damn.
complications, and you can just blow them out compared to a shot that's like $200 a month.
Now he's got lap dance surgery because he can get hard again. Like if you're a type 2 diabetic and you lose enough weight to stop needing insulin, you're already spending that on, you're already injecting yourself with something even more.
Yeah, you've got all those extra needles around. You're like, well, I guess I can shoot something else up into me.
That has to be the best feeling to put your
Shooting up?
type 2 diabetes like into remission
Yeah,
from like lifestyle change. That's good.
yeah. Wish my grandpa did that. Guess not.
I assume he's one of our chatters too, but one of my chatters. No, it must be one of our chatters. 'Cause I think it was from the Friday stream. Anyway, shout out to one of the chatters who told me in my chat this week that a few weeks ago I had some dumbass in chat, and I was like, you're sitting here drunk at like 9 a.m. I know you live in the Eastern time. Get a grip, man. And he said, I saw you yell at that chatter, and I was pouring up my drink for the day just to like stop from shaking. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a grip, even though he's not talking to me. He said he went to rehab, and now he's doing
Hell
all better.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
I
I'm
don't
looking
even
at the
mean it like that.
comment.
I was just trying to be mean to that guy. No, it's cool.
Damn.
I'm happy for him.
I'm looking at the comments of the JKM video where he's talking about his secret weapon and how he lost 80 pounds. And there's someone called Lil B Fitness saying
That's him. That's Space God.
strength training is advisable. You will lose a lot of muscle. As if that's like a fucking concern for 57-year-old JKM
Yeah, like
Crave
who-
TV.
what
It's like,
muscle?
oh, his
Yeah.
bicep peak might not be big
Like
enough.
Well,
his
he's
calves?
got to be able to lift a half a sandwich. He's
His
good.
strong calves from being fat. Like, yeah, like he has like an IT job.
Fuck.
What are you talking about? Guy's giving his dumbass fitness advice. Like, you shouldn't only do cardio because you're going to lose all your abs. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is like a giant fat guy who eats fast food all day.
Actually, I thought about JCam yesterday because I was watching this story about this murder. These kids, like these teens, did on another teen, or actually they weren't even teens; they were like young men. But they got found out because they bragged about murdering this guy they knew in real life to their Rust friends
Ooh.
on their Discord. And the guy was like, "Why are you telling me?" He's like, "Because you don't live anywhere near me. You don't know my name." But that kid turned him in anyway and got him arrested.
So
Anyway.
stupid, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. You play Rust with that guy. Anyway, that was crazy. But the dad was this guy that reminded me of JKM, and then he's like, after he's like, I had a career in IT. I worked at a hospital. I was like, oh no. And he's like, but since they killed since they killed his son with an Ethernet cord, they choked him to death. He couldn't do his job anymore because every time he had to work, he would just think about his son dying. So fucked up.
Wow.
Aw.
Guess you can only use Wi-Fi.
But on the brighter side, JKM's own son, not murdered, has also lost like 100
Woo.
pounds.
Wow, more than his dad. One-upping his dad.
He was given a hand-me-down clothes to his dad while his dad was starting to lose weight, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So that's good. Now Julie's the big bumbling fatso around the house. Hey, Jules, you want some of our shots? Just kidding, hun. Just kidding. We love Julie.
Mm-hmm.
But she's good for her. She's not going to have to go to like 2 heart attack funerals for
Yeah.
her son and her husband.
Yeah, good for her brothers who don't have to be pallbearers.
I hope it's not too little too late because it can't be good for your body to be like massively gaining and losing that much weight.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress on his heart, but then again, who cares?
No, I
In
mean,
his argument with-
I'm not going to say don't lose it either way. Like,
yeah, but it
I just
will
hope it's-
take a toll on you.
yeah.
In his argument with Little B the Based God, Fitness, Little B said like you shouldn't take Ozempic because it'll be bad for your stomach and you don't know the long-term side effects, etc., etc. And he did say I haven't had any side effects and it's helping a lot with my diabetes. So seemingly,
I want to reply to that and say this man used to review 7-Eleven microwave food like 4 times a week. I'm sure his stomach will never see worse than that.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about the side effects.
Especially when you're that old, if it could buy you another decade of life and you're not going to like become jacked.
Yeah, like who cares? Old people like that, they go to the doctor every 2 days anyway for like, oh, my knees are busted, my shoulders are busted, my neck, my back, my leg, my foot,
pussy
my
and
ankle,
my crack.
my pussy and my crack. Everything is just all old people do is complain about ailments. So the idea
Go to
that
the
they're
doctor because your butt's cracked.
they're gonna have a side effect from Ozempic, it's like okay. Good thing they go to the doctor constantly, and that's the main thing they do.
True.
Doctor, my butt's got a crack in it.
It's like your lip. You gotta put some chapstick on it or it's just gonna split wide open. I always have to go to the hospital because my asshole heals over. I'm trying to shit and I reach down there and it's just all skin.
It closed.
It's like, all right, well, I guess I'm getting the Phillips head screwdriver.
Hey, we made it 17 minutes before poop.
Well, no poop. We didn't talk about, no, it's just all, I can't poop. It's like a Ken doll.
I heard a rapper from Detroit today say, "Your livestock constipated. You ain't ever have shit."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spitting.
I've also heard like 4 rappers use constipated this year, so
It's kind of mean to people who are suffering
that's
a
a
real
hot one.
medical condition you can die from.
I would hate to not be able to
What?
poop for like 3 weeks. Like our friend Jamie Paycheck on his way out. That shit sucked.
Ooh.
R.I.P.
Was he at least on morphine?
Dude, you should watch the video of his son-in-law talking. They treated him like shit there. He did finally get like hospice drugs at the end, so it was probably painless when he passed, but he went through hell
Yeah.
for it being, and that the son-in-law did such a good job of like summarizing it. He's like, I don't want to blame individual healthcare workers because I know everyone's doing everything they can, but I want to blame the system, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he was
It was
from Halifax?
Nova Scotia, yeah, Halifax.
Yeah, the healthcare system is really strained there for some reason. In the
He owns a
eastern
house like
provinces.
really close to downtown Halifax, which is also why the son-in-law's like, and I'll always live here, probably rest of my life. It's a badass house, and it's really worth a lot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. It's too bad it's just so expensive and
Halifax
there aren't
is
enough
We were
jobs.
just talking about that last night, Vancouver rent style
Mhm.
down there.
Yeah, it'd be a
Yeah,
nice
it's like
city
the
up
same
there.
as Toronto. Ever since the pandemic, when people could fucking move there and do work from home, it like shot up their rent to like $2,000 a month in fucking
Makes sense.
Halifax.
Why did that happen in like Omaha? Just kidding.
I think it happened in like Maine.
That
Yeah,
I
makes
know like
sense, though,
Portland,
too.
Maine has expensive rent.
Yeah, Portland is crazy because it's
Portland's like the other Portland
it's
now.
basically a suburb of
I'm sure
Boston.
it's been there for a while, but
It's about as close to
Yeah.
Boston as like where Boston Dad is from on the New Hampshire
I
border.
could never move back to my birth town, dude. I'm also
Portsmouth?
like I moved when when I was a baby. I miss it. I miss being in the stroller.
Man, I would feel like such a dickhead if I was in Methuen, Mass. Because you're right on the New Hampshire border, and right over the border, like 2 minutes in one direction, they're not paying state taxes at all, and you are. And your roads are probably as bad as they are, and you're probably going up there to shop because they don't have sales tax. So you're going up there to grocery shop, and then you're using their shitty roads, and then coming back, and then you're paying taxes for Massachusetts roads. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that blow.
Sometimes I go down like the borders of states and see how many people live like right on the border, which is tons of them in every state. Like there's houses that are right on state lines, even though it's like state lines are pretty iffy of where they actually are, etc. But some of these houses are cut in half right by the little line on the map, and it's so weird to think like they have. I guess they have to go by their mailbox, but depending on the street, that sucks. Like your house could be on one side, but if you live on like the side of the street that doesn't have the mailboxes, then your address is like Indiana instead of Michigan, that sort of thing.
That is Lloydminster in Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Yep.
That must be such a pain in the ass if you're selling a house or doing like a will.
Oh yeah, like that's what I think about. Like, holy fuck, that'd be the most boring type of law, but also it's kind of interesting. See what goes where.
When my grandparents died, somehow their house was like connected to a septic tank that was shared with the next door neighbors.
Ugh.
And like one that's incredibly hot. That's so hot. to have like your poop just all mashed together in a big tank. Oh, that was so
Yeah.
sexy. But yeah, it was a
like
huge
having-
pain in the ass trying to get it sold because you have to coordinate with somebody else's lawyer, and people don't want to buy a house that's like
That's
where
horrible.
you're like you have to deal with that. It's just anything like
I've
that.
told you guys before about the worst summer of our life when we lived in the house that was built in 1865 and they had to rip out the backyard to redo the septic tank. And the septic tank was from like 1916.
Ooh,
Oh my
ew.
fucking god.
Think of all the old turds in there.
I didn't have to think about it. I got to see them. It was so insane smelling the smells coming out of that tank when they had to destroy it and drain it and shit.
oh man.
And it was literally our whole yard. We had like a half-acre lot, and it was the whole backyard and the driveway.
Probably had some World War I poop. Like guys coming back with extra MREs, just eating their MREs.
It's fucking insane to think about how much historical poop was there.
Yeah, septic tanks are really gross.
That was a pre-World War I septic tank, which is insane to think about too. And it had been like parts changed and stuff over the years, but like when they broke the tank part, it looked like it was terracotta. It looked so gross. We should have said it was an archaeological dig and had a bunch of scientists show up and be like, "Just kidding, it's poop. They touched the poop." Oh,
I would make it out of wood.
Speaking of archaeology, gotta make sure I get it right. Hold on. There's a where was it? Somebody found a mammoth tusk in Mississippi
It was probably from an elephant.
when they were looking for he was a fossil hunter actually. Pretty cool.
Damn, that's awesome.
I imagine how sick and also scary America would be if we still had all the megafauna. All like the 13-foot tall horses that would like stampede.
That'd be sick, man.
Man. The culture war issues about that would be pretty incredible if they somehow didn't kill them. Like, as mad as people get about like wolves and boars and all that shit like that, like trampling through farm fields. Like, imagine how angry people would get about mammoths. And if the government said you weren't allowed to kill mammoths,
Oh my god.
they would be, oh my fucking god, it's 30 feet tall and it's trampling my crops and I can't shoot it because the fucking libs in the government, these Poindexters and their ivory tower, they're telling us it's endangered. Well, I feel endangered by this big ass fucking elephant.
Ramzan Kadyrov from Dagestan would have one on a big chain. He'd have a
Yeah.
mammoth just sitting
War
there.
elephants.
Joe Rogan would be talking about it. Yeah, a guy from the leader in Dagestan, he's got a big mammoth as a pet. You can't even kill him over here. Be cool.
Hannibal tried it, didn't really work.
Did you guys tune into the hottest Joe Rogan episode in months this week?
With Peter Thiel?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I did
man.
not.
The gay goat.
I like consuming that type of media because it's just fucking insane to hear him talk. But also, there's a great moment in it that you've probably seen on Twitter where he stuttered for 22 seconds straight when he was asked, "Is climate science a real science?" And he goes, "It's like that for literally 22 seconds. Fucking insane.
Oh, he's so cool. Maybe those guys are just jumping out the window.
I would.
They're listening to him talk. All these twinks, they're just jumping out the window.
That's
Like,
what
all right, I'm
saying.
done.
Like, he's really annoying. Just a really dramatic, like flamboyant twink. You're so annoying. I'm gonna kill myself. That's Peter Thiel's twink.
R.I.P.
Who is that one Peter Thiel twink that used to reply to Trump all the time? William something.
William
Remember
Hung.
him?
Legate?
Yeah. She bang. You fired.
William Legate?
William Legate. Yeah. That was him.
That guy became a lib. He was like, he got a Peter Thiel scholarship and then became a lib,
Yeah.
ostensibly.
He became he was Jeff Tiedrick before Jeff Tiedrick.
Yeah, young
like
Jeff.
he was first wave young Jeff, yeah.
Jeff Twinkdrick.
Yeah.
Jeff Twink Dick.
Will Legate. Like,
I think I follow Jeff Tiedrick, but I have him muted,
Jeff Twink Dick.
which is like,
Following somebody that doesn't follow you back and muting that was really funny.
yeah, like I don't know why I didn't just unfollow him. I unmuted him, but
Oh, it's so funny.
the problem is so many of his posts are just links to his blog, and I don't want to go to jefftiedrick.com. I don't care. Like if it's not something that's just like a discrete tweet that I can retweet, then I don't really care.
If you call me over to look at a Substack and it's not a sample box from Jimmy John's, I don't care. How about that? Do you guys ever work anywhere that would get those sample boxes from the Jimmy John's nearby?
No, I don't know where. I don't know how close I am to the
They would
nearest
do
Jimmy
little
John's.
like quarter sizes of all the like the most popular sandwiches and just wrap up like 40 of them and ship a box.
Oh
of them over.
yeah. We used to get those. They kind of suck.
They did suck, but they were free.
Well, yeah, it's just the.
They're trying to get
if you don't eat, if you
hooked on
can't
their
eat
bad
them,
sandwiches.
if you can't eat them within like 30 minutes of them getting there, they just become like super soggy and gross.
Yeah.
Especially if they have when they have tomatoes on it.
I gotta say though, I would still eat them.
Yeah, that's the problem with any of that catering stuff. Like when people have a 12-foot sub that they bring to an office, like how is that going to get eaten? No one's
it
gonna,
gets
maybe
eaten.
2 people are going to take a piece from that. Like a lot of that's getting thrown
I
out.
look at that and say, where's everyone else's?
Yeah, eating it like Dagwood.
I think we've talked about that before. I'm jealous of people that could like go back to buffets over and over and like not be full. And like,
Well, you have to get reverse Ozempic.
it's impressive. Yeah.
Weed.
What would reverse Ozempic be
Yeah,
called?
I think it's shooting up pure THC crystals
Just give it the
until you
I
get really
wish.
hungry.
Thank God if you smoke a lot, you don't really get the munchies like that anymore. Not like when you smoke 3 times a summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get that.
Smoking is like a high schooler. I feel like you could eat for fucking ever because you just have a high school
Yeah.
appetite plus munchies. That's literally
Yeah,
like, oh, bro.
The first time I smoked, I remember it was at this cabin that someone's uncle had or something, and a bunch of us went there, I think after junior prom, and everybody was smoking, and I assume the weed was really bad because we all coughed a lot. It could have
No, it
just
means
been
it's
that we were
good, bro.
inexperienced, I don't know.
Could be both.
But everybody got really hungry and there was no food, and a couple of guys went out like drunk driving on a rural road to the convenience store to get like $3 worth of chips.
Yeah, I've been
And
there.
bring it back because it's just like, man, we're all so fucking hungry and there's nothing here.
Fuck, that's the worst. When there's like a little bit of snacks and they get devoured in 45 seconds because everyone's like, nah.
Yeah, and people are cheap as shit.
Yeah,
They're the type of guys where you like, you go over to their house and there's no food, and you're like, can we like get some snacks or something? They're like, all right, I got 56 cents. So,
you open up
you
the
can chip
fridge
in a
and
dime.
there's stuff that's not supposed to be in there, like unopened ketchup, just sitting in the fridge and there's nothing else. Or
That's
like
a housewarming gift from my mom.
an empty Brita water filter and then like one beer.
There's beer in the water filter.
Putting the empty water filter back in the fridge. So like empty fridge behavior.
Running Budweiser through the water filter.
Hey,
I'm trying to make vodka. I heard that if you put in store brand vodka into this, you can get Grey Goose basically.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that on a fucking like Tech TV G4 show once. Not like Call for Help or whatever, or Attack of the Show, but like one of the
Surely there
periphery
are, like,
ones where they did like
a ton of YouTube videos with scientists doing it. There
yeah.
has to be.
That's how Stephen Hawking died. It caught on fire. He had this big Brita picture of water, and it ate through the plastic.
You know, he kept the van that
The van that ran him over. Yeah.
And he used to beat it up when he was frustrated. You,
Yeah,
son
he was a
of
really scary
bitch.
guy.
Yeah,
It's too bad he endorsed Kamala, though. That was really embarrassing. It was very cringe.
yeah.
I know you're in a wheelchair and you need health care or whatever, but still,
Yeah.
come on.
Love the Langoliers, but you fucking libtard.
Yeah. Plus, why do you have to talk like a computer? Can't you just get some guy to talk for you? Like deaf people, they get like a sign language guy. You can't just have one of those. You got to have the fucking computer. He just he likes attention. He's still alive.
Yep, typical Maine man right there.
And he's going to live forever, despite what that car did to him.
Yep. Good thing he kept it.
And too bad he raped somebody.
Hold up.
Or no, he cheated on
had
his
an
wife.
affair with his
and-
maid or something.
Yeah, he had I still want to know how that happened physically. Like how did he get that to happen?
I still love to say that when there's like incel guys. I'm like, even Stephen Hawking fucked somebody that wasn't his wife, and he's married as well.
And he was also on the Epstein Island. I would also like to know how that worked.
Ugh,
Like, how do you,
that's extra gross.
like, they load him into a wheelchair and, like, I assume there's just, like, a girl sitting on his lap or something. And he was like, oh, this is very nice.
Yeah. He said, yeah,
Yeah.
back shots, yeah.
There's no way he can get hard.
Well,
No way.
he's dead now. So
Yeah.
Can Stephen King? He is not dead, dude.
wait, who are we
Stephen
talking
King
about?
is still in that wheelchair.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Stephen King, the guy who's in the wheelchair, he has the computer voice. He
Stephen
invented
Haw-
physics.
Stephen Hawking.
He's a writer. He was always on Twitter.
Oh.
Stephen Hardking, because his dick got so hard despite his wheelchair. Did Stephen Hawking get hard?
Be a Quora answer.
Oh, I guess no one wants to answer it.
Great. Fuck this.
What good is the internet if you can't find out the information?
He was
that you need?
diagnosed with an early onset, slow progressing form of motor neuron disease at age 21.
All right, let's see. Does motor neuron
So he probably-
disease? Does your dick work with motor neuron disease?
He probably jacked off all the time. Get as many as possible out before it stops working.
What year did the
Or
van
a car
hit
hits
him?
me. The van hit him, I think, at age 21, and that's what caused that disease.
Oh, okay. Now, did he keep the van and hit it when he was frustrated?
Yeah, he actually
okay.
drove it around, even though he wasn't supposed to.
Wow.
And he hit another guy.
He drive it around with the big dent in it.
Yeah. Oh, man, that
Yeah.
would be the move. You're driving around that van as Stephen King, and there's a big human-sized dent in the front of it, and you're just going around hitting
Ooh.
people all the time to be like, well, you guys should have to do it too. Why is it only me that had to go through this?
Yeah,
And
I'm in
people,
pain.
they look at the car and they're like, well, no, that was the hole for me.
I'm in pain here.
Yeah, I'm in pain here, and I'm trying to take it out on people. Is that so bad?
I need more people to relate.
Yeah.
If I was like Stephen King, I would have bought the IROC Z that hit me when I was 13.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been the move.
Too bad I was a teenager. That would have been the move, but unfortunately, as a teen, I couldn't afford it yet.
Why didn't your parents do it?
I don't know.
They should have offered to buy the car.
I really would have loved to fucking beat on that thing when I was frustrated.
Just using that as the family car. The car that hit your son, doing the Stephen King thing.
You know what IROC stands for? Italian
Italian
retard out cruising.
retards out
Italian
cruising.
retard out cruising.
Not in the gay way, though.
My dad told me that when I was like 7. He's like, "You see that car? That's an IROC. You know what that stands for?" I'm like, "What?" Italian retard out cruising.
You know what the
Awesome.
Z stands for? Zionist.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad was woke.
They don't
Not
tell you
really at all.
that.
Not at all.
You said that leftistly.
My dad was not. He's woker now, but he wasn't woke when he was in the military. Believe it or not.
Yeah, they
Surprising.
don't encourage you to be woke.
When he was like a 23-year-old in the military, yeah. I know it's weird. Most military guys aren't actually woke, and if they are, they get bullied. So
Yeah, that's
they
what happened
wash out
to
Tim Walls.
the guy in Full Metal Jacket, Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
He was woke. He showed up like, guys, what are your pronouns? And they just put
Mhm.
him in the bed and put a sheet over him and just beat him with shit. He went
That
postal.
wouldn't have even hurt. If I got soap partied like that, it wouldn't even hurt me.
Yeah,
Unless they were if I could cover my penis, none of it would hurt.
man, when they told me that they were going to do a soap party, I would be like, yes, yes. I
We're
would
gonna be
confuse it with a
clean.
rainbow party.
I'd confuse it with a foam party.
Yeah, foam party.
Woo!
Yeah, they told me we're going to have a foam party because I'm such a bad recruit.
Hey, what are those socks for? If I doing it wrong, be like, I only had hand soap. You said this wet, slimy end of your sock.
When I was in the military, we used to do rainbow parties, and everybody's ribbons on their thing, they would take it off and then clip it to your penis after they sucked it. And then the next guy would clip it to your penis. They would just put the pin right through like a piercing.
That's how monkeypox started.
Like that tarantula just biting into Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s urethra.
Yep, that's gonna be the new story he's getting ahead of. I had a tarantula and I had its fangs on my cock vein.
I like it when it bites me. It gives me a thrill.
I microdose venom.
I love venom, but it has to go intrapenally.
I love venom, but I'm the Spider-Man.
I love venom, but not the drink. I don't beat women. I just like to fuck a tarantula.
I only beat animals.
I would only kill a mammal. I would never kill a bug. I'm Buddhist. I would never kill a bug.
I would
I would only kill a palace cat or a woman.
Palace cat kicker.
Palace cat. He ate a palace cat.
He calls them salad cats.
They were all over the streets of New York. Because Felix, when he moved away from New York, he had a bunch of palace cats in his apartment, and he just let them go
Yeah.
because they wouldn't let him take them on the plane.
Yeah.
And none of them were spayed or neutered, so they were all over the street for a while, and they would just bite people.
I'm not if Felix's ops find out about his palace cats and his sables he had in New York in his apartment. They just
Yeah, people
shit
thought he was
everywhere.
kidding, but he actually had like so many illegal endangered animals that he just let out onto the
Mhm.
street.
They ate Zins.
Yeah, they would only eat mango zins. He didn't even use it.
Yeah, they would eat little Zin pouches after you spit them out.
Yeah, training a cat to not swallow a Zin pouch is really difficult because they want to eat it because it's in their mouth. They don't understand the concept of having a pouch of nicotine in their lip. So you have to kind of like tape it in there. But once they feel the nicotine, they start to get it.
I saw an Instagram video yesterday of like an enrichment activity for cats, and it was putting a bunch of ice cubes into a Ziploc bag, letting them play with it. And then in the video, the cat starts like just chewing and trying to eat the Ziploc bag. And it says, make sure to supervise so they don't eat the plastic. And it's like, well, fucking just give them a regular toy that they're not going to fucking eat.
Yeah, it costs like $2 for a cat toy.
That feels like that Reading Rainbow episode where they were giving poor kids game ideas. Rag basketball.
It's like a trick.
Rag,
it's like that.
Ball it up.
That old. I don't know if it's an urban legend or anyone's ever done it. When you take like a disc of pee and then freeze it, and then you slip it under someone's door, like in the dorm room. Like somehow you get like a pizza pan and then pee in it and then freeze it and then you just slide it under someone's door and then it melts. It's like a trick to make you do that, to have like a cat which is easily going to claw through or bite through a plastic bag within like 2 seconds and then fill it with ice cubes that are melting. So you're just going to have like a big wet spot on the floor.
Pulling it out of the freezer and it just falls and shatters on your floor and it's like Jesse Ferrar's floor with all the ice. It's all this piss ice. Oh, piss.
I put my tongue on it to check if it was really frozen and it got stuck.
Had to pour some pee on it to get it off.
Yeah, I had to pee on it.
You pee in a cup while the ice is stuck to your mouth while the thing's half in the freezer.
Drop in the ice in your own dorm and it just shatters and you're like, you know what, fuck this, and you just piss all over the front of his door.
No, you have it freezing in your dorm freezer and your roommate comes and opens the freezer, just slides out and shatters. You just go home. Mom, Dad, there's a shooting, I gotta come home.
It's not on the news and it's not going to be on the news.
It's not on the news. They got the reporters hostage.
Yeah, all the news vans showed up and they hijacked them and they took all the cameras. So just don't worry about it. But it's basically Virginia Tech 2.
Saying you're home early from school because there's a shooting that's not on the news is so fail-tard.
Yeah, like vlogs doing that at like a community college.
There was a shooting. I saved a bunch of kids.
You're at college. Yeah, I barricaded the door and I tackled the shooter and killed him.
It is so fail-tard, son. You sleep through like your 8 a.m. class. You're like, there's a shooting. Your mom comes home at like noon. Well, why are you home from college? There was a shooting. I had to come home. It's not on the news. They said no cameras.
What time do those shootings happen?
What, most? 10:17
Yeah,
a.m.
like, is there a time like for Virginia Tech? 7:15 to 9:51 a.m. Jesus Christ!
Damn.
I haven't even had my coffee yet.
6:47 a.m. Like, god damn.
Between like 7:15 and 8 a.m., I wouldn't even care about getting shot. Just end me.
Yeah, that first class of the day, it's like everyone's too tired.
I would have grabbed his little pistol and put it on top of my head like this and be like, you won't? Then he does.
Yeah, fucking do it, man. I didn't do my
Trying
homework.
to be a cool guy. Pulled up to your head, you're like, you won't do it? He's like, oh. Regrettable action there.
I think I would be spared by him because I would just remember his favorite song by Collective Soul.
True. Was it? Which one was it? Was it December?
Shine.
Oh, thank God. December's better.
Yeah, December's probably his favorite song after he got killed.
Turn your head now, baby. Try and spit me. Ow.
Did that guy get killed?
About.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got killed.
He got.
But that's kind of crazy to do it that early in the morning. Like, you would think someone that hates college that much would not be up that early.
I remember I was working at the car wash and oil change that morning when it happened. And it was just, we listened to it on like the radio news, like the WWJ News Radio 950. And I remember all of my like 30-year-old fail-son coworkers. I was like 19 or turning 19. And I remember my fail-son, just 30 plus coworkers being like, fucking bleep this. Oh, one guy, I knew it'd be Asian. All right.
Yeah, every time it's a Korean guy.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Oh. Those guys, some of those guys are still working at that car wash. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they should get a pension.
I guess you should. They're probably really wet. Their pants are probably frozen solid.
Virginia Tech was 07, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure. It was April 07?
April 16th, 2007. I remember I got banned from GameFAQs because there was some guy who posted a thread and saying he was like a kid lying, saying that he was stuck in one of the buildings. And I was like, you should shout GameFAQs out to the news. And they banned me. And that's fine because like I think like 13 or 14 was that's after that you don't really need to be on that website anymore.
Do you remember when there would be like rumors of something happening, like you'd be playing either like a game, usually back then it'd be like a forum, I guess, but there'd be like a death rumor of a celebrity, and there wasn't really any way to like, there's no Twitter yet to go see and like verify, so you'd all have to kind of wait and speculate whether it's fake or not, like check every news site. I remember when Johnny Cash died, I did like some Googling right away, and one of the first things was the death announcement thread that was like an hour old on something awful, and I clicked it, and it was just all people making the fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, did he hurt himself today? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was all shit like that, and I was like, this is awesome.
I guess he's down in a ring of fire in hell.
Great website, that.
Yep. Oh, Johnny Cash watched Bush start a fucking war.
We didn't start the fire, guys. Not sure.
People still do that. It's so funny
Not sure my point is, guys.
when that still happens. Like people say someone died. Like I heard John Cena died, and like people don't even bother to explain.
Joe Rogan dying is the funniest one because when he finally dies, no one's gonna believe it.
Chumley.
Because for like 11 years now, Joe Rogan's died has been like the, if you go into any pirated stream, that's what the chat says like, at least once for any sporting event.
I did see that for the first time. I was like, wait, really? I looked it up. I was like, damn it.
Somebody's always getting got by that one still. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, that's weird. Like, I don't really care. Let me go check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
not
like I don't
fair.
know. He's
Because we lost John McCain, we lost Kissinger.
Mhm.
So yeah, is Joe Rogan like the next big one?
yeah, he's the oldest guy after Kissinger.
Who is the next big one that's gonna die? Death pool.
Jimmy
celeb.
Carter's like 100.
Oh yeah, well, I thought he already died. I keep forgetting he's still alive.
Bob Barker did die. I gotta
Jimmy
keep
Carter
reminding
is
myself.
number one rank right now. Second rank. Oh my God, Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
Yeah, people like that. It's like I need to have like a whiteboard on the wall so I can remember if Dick Van Dyke is dead or not, or
Regis
if, Bob
Philbin.
Barker's dead. Regis Philbin did die, unfortunately. I wish him specifically. I wish he lived until like 120.
Alan Greenspan.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is. 98.
I think he fucked Ayn Rand.
Pope Francis is number 5 to die, even though he's like significantly younger than everyone else that's like at the top. Mel Brooks is 98. He's got to be out soon. Some of these people have died. Bob Newhart was on the list this year. Tom Brokaw's 84. Hans Blix is 96.
Ooh, that's a good slogan.
And
If
that's
he
a
tried
good
to run
rhyme,
again?
yeah.
Hans Blix is 96. I like
What was he
that.
like the?
He's a weapons inspector from
Oh yeah, that's
the wars.
yeah. He was one of those people that they were mad
He's a
about.
liar.
We were talking about that the other day about like Cindy Sheehan, all these minor figures that American conservatives just fucking hated. Like fucking Hans Blix and Cindy Sheehan. I hate those fucking people. Nobody remembers any of those names.
Somebody ranked just under Bob Newhart, who did die this year. He was ranked at 30, up from 37 last year, and he died. But Louis Farrakhan, and under his occupation, they just say nutter because it's a British website. It's like,
Oh come on.
yeah, it's really disrespectful.
Did he
That's
die?
Felix's friend.
No, he's alive. He's
Oh.
92. He's on the
Oh, he's on the list.
list. Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Joseph Fritzl is 89.
Oh wow.
The guy that imprisoned all those women for years in Austria.
I guess it's good they got rescued because they would still be in there.
That's true.
They can't just wait him out to die. That's a guy. I wish he died younger. I don't want to say anything TOS, but Joseph Fritzl, fuck that guy.
Sly Stone is in the top 50 still.
Huh.
Yeah, he's a guy that's like I love him because he was about to die in like 1972, and he might be homeless currently or living in a trailer or something, but he's still alive, which is insane.
Buzz Aldrin's 94, which is also crazy. Buzz fucking Aldrin. Robert Duvall is 93. Dick Cheney is number 37 in the death list right now.
It's funny that Buzz Aldrin is still alive because he gets to see us not care about the moon ever.
Yeah.
Like
Fake.
he punched that guy famously who said the moon landing was fake. But it doesn't even really matter because who gives a fuck? Like
Jean-Marie
50 years out, it's like, well, we went to the moon, we got some moon rocks, we haven't been back because it's really boring.
Jean-Marie Le Pen is 96. French neo-Nazi.
Unfortunately, he had a kid.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood is 94. That's probably a good call for pretty soon for a celeb.
I hope so.
Of course, Noam Chomsky, who we all thought died already, but then he was back a couple hours later. Yeah, Jimmy Carter is number 1 on the list right now for sure.
I think Biden's going to be the next crazy one.
That would be pretty funny if he died before the election. He just keeled over.
Pete Murray, who's a British radio presenter, jumped from 36 last year to number 3 this year. What happened? He must have fell or something.
I was the only person with Chandler on my death list for 20 years in a row. I mean, honestly, it was kind of a W for like whoever makes Vicodin that he died from ketamine. Like realistically, he should have died in like 1997 from taking 200 pills a day on the Friends set, and then somehow he survived that in like 20 overdoses, and then he died in the pool from ketamine. And just for the record, like there was that the text leaked from his doctor, his fake doctor, and they were like, I wonder how much this moron will pay.
God. Did you guys ever take part in like the old forum like death pools at the beginning of a year?
I don't think so. I don't remember those.
Because
sort of like that's what Death List sort of is, but there's also another one that's like an actual forum for it.
Because on the forum I posted on every year, we'd do like okay, here's a death pool. Let's see who like wins this year. And every year I'd fucking take Zuzu Gabor, and every year she'd continue to live. I thought it was such a layup, and then she died like well after I stopped posting on forums.
When did she die? 2016.
Yeah,
Probably Trump's fault.
she was old, man.
Yeah, she was 99.
That's crazy.
She was born in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. That's pretty crazy. To be born in a country that doesn't exist anymore. It's like Catch Me If You Can. Or not Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal.
The Terminal, yeah.
The Terminal, where the guy's stuck.
Catch Me If
And
You
then
Can
Catch
be
Me If
easy
You
for
Can, that was
him,
the
'cause
sequel.
be easy to catch him because he was in the terminal.
Yeah, just running around. Getting chased by security guards on Segways. That would be a good movie. That would be a good short.
Fuck. I love that. The Terminal was a great movie. It was true as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Terminal guy died last year. The original one. If I remember
Was
correctly.
he still in the airport?
No.
They made the movie. They still stuck there.
They let him go home to his fake country that they had on the movie. Wachovia or whatever the fuck it was called.
I don't know why they have Dick Cheney on this at 37.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which seems kind of crazy because people were saying he was going to die in like 2003.
Look at the Pope. He's fucking in his 80s and he's so high up on the list. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that one. It must be conservative Catholics.
Mm.
He's 88, but I
Nice
don't
to
know.
be.
I'm sure the healthcare is pretty good. People in Italy live a pretty long time. The Mediterranean diet.
Twoo. I found it. I was looking for this. I have to show you guys because Chandler Bing came up in conversation. I was fucking dying at this for no reason the other day. It's so funny. Disclosed TV. Just in. Man arrested after stabbing 11-year-old girl and 34-year-old woman in London's Leicester Square. Then Chandler Bing parody blue check account says, "What is happening in London? I went there for Ross's wedding almost 30 years ago and had the time of my life."
I'm glad that guy's dead. That piece of shit. It was probably on ketamine saying that.
I was fucking dying. And reading his other tweets, it does seem like it's an actual British man that's running that account, which is really funny. Or British, I should say woman. It's definitely a fucking like 45-year-old woman running it.
I'm looking at the old death lists.
Mhm.
The one from 1990. It's kind of funny. They've got Queen Elizabeth II at number 10 actually. She was only 64, which is kind of weird. So they were.
She lasted so much longer.
It was like 35 years. That's so weird. Ronald Reagan was on there. It took another 14 years.
Yep.
Mother Teresa, that took a while. Mike Ditka, isn't he still alive?
Shit, Kaditka.
Yeah, he's still alive. Why did they say Mike Ditka? Maybe he had a heart attack or something, but he was only like 50. He was
I think some of
51.
Putting a 51-year-old on the death list is
That's so rude.
I guess maybe they didn't like the Chicago
That
Bears.
sounds like
or
a
whoever.
fucking 1875 death list. Put a bunch of 50-year-olds on there. Like, these guys are done.
They were
They're
just
washed.
fucking around on this old one. Oprah Winfrey at
What?
like
Just
27, and she was 36.
What the fuck?
See, they just ran out of celebrities. They didn't have that
Yeah.
many back then.
I was number 1 on the birth list for 1992, though.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I was
The
number
birth
1. They were like
list.
the birth list,
Predicting babies.
predicting babies.
I bet a baby named Matthew is going to be born this year.
Yeah, age 0.
Age 0, winning the birth list because you predicted a bunch of babies. I predict a bunch of pregnant women are going to have some babies this year. Coming up shortly now. That'd be cool / annoying to be like the first baby of the millennium, that sort of thing. It'd be an annoying title to have.
It'd be a good lie to put into like your Tinder profile.
In 2006, Lou Rawls was number 1 for some reason, and then he did die that year. Like what?
Inside job?
It's because he was being treated for lung cancer.
Oh,
That seems,
yeah, that would do
seems
it.
kind of unfair.
it's a gimme.
That seems kind of unfair. It should be people who are really old. Just picking someone who has cancer.
Having insider info from like people that don't want to leak like that it happened to them. Like Chadwick Boseman.
Milton Friedman and Gerald Ford. They predicted both of those correctly.
What if you're an oncologist in Hollywood and you just leak stuff to the death list?
That would be awesome.
People
Yeah, I
just
don't
jump.
think HIPAA should exist because it kind of fucks with sites like this.
Listen, HIPAA shouldn't exist for a lot of reasons, but I'm glad that it does exist and people can't shout my sandwich order across the restaurant anymore.
Yeah, Starbucks can't write your name anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I asked them to put my name as Donald Trump because I don't want them to violate HIPAA by saying my real name.
Epic. What were you going to say?
The Chadwick Boseman thing was crazy because like that movie came out and there was a lot of buzz in like Marvel circles about how he like wasn't jacked enough or something, or he wasn't doing enough press and they were like upset about it.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah, and then he like just immediately died and was like surprised I had cancer, which is why. And then everyone felt
Damn.
really bad about their he should be doing more press tour takes on fucking Infinity War or whatever.
Yep. Jesse Hawkins was leading that crusade against him. Just kidding.
No, it was like
Little
like the
rumor.
legit Marvel fanboys.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
The
you're saying
opposite.
he's not a legit Marvel fanboy now? That's all he talks about.
He's a hater.
Yeah.
They kept putting Deng Xiaoping on this.
Leave him alone.
Is that the dog?
That's that dog. Yeah, that's that dog that everyone was mad at. He died in 1997. They were putting him on there 10 years early, but I guess he was born in 1904, so he was old as shit.
Damn.
He makes sense why he's on there forever now. I wish I was born in the 1800s.
Yeah, my great grandpa was born in 1899.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My great grandpa is 38. No, just kidding.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, mine's younger than me.
Irish traveler family.
Yeah, I molested my great grandpa. It was really cool. I was a baby.
Oh, there probably are those families where you're like, I molested my uncle and went to prison.
Yeah, he accidentally dropped the remote for his Lovense into my crib. My great grandpa did, and I thought it was like a toy or something. And it turned out I made him come through his ass like 36 times.
There was a great joystick post this week of this guy playing Titanfall 2, and his cam was just his ass.
Yeah. I would love to get beaten by that guy.
All right, I gotta check in on this. I keep forgetting to look at Joystick.
Uh,
Oh, that's so funny. Let's say
Joystick.tv. Let's
let's-
see.
what's going on there today?
Oh, I don't want to see girls.
I know.
Get those off of there. I don't want. That's not funny.
I fucking hate.
Fucking hate that shit. Like, I don't. People could see that anywhere. They could see girls on any fucking website. This is the one website where you can see a guy with a 2-inch penis or even smaller, and he's really fat, and you can only see his penis, and he's playing some horrible shooter game from 16 years ago.
Hey, the guy playing Titanfall 2 had a nice shiny ass, and it wasn't.
Actually, that game was pretty good when it came out.
Okay, this guy right now has like a limp dip cam and it's like coming through some like ripped tidy whitey boxers, and he's playing a Spider-Man game, but he's using a mod so Spider-Man is also nude and you can see
Oh, I've
Spider-Man's
seen him.
cock.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've seen
Does
that
he
guy.
shoot web out of it?
Ask him.
You got to have him shoot web out of it. If you're going to make that mod, there's got to be some web coming out
Dude,
of it.
Saturdays on Joystick are awesome because all these people are home from work.
Saturdays for the boys.
Check that one out.
This site ruled.
That was the Titanfall one.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah!
He's an asshole, right?
You can't see the hole. The quality's too low. You can't even see the hole.
Nah, that's a woman for sure. I fucked that ass in a glory hole. It was definitely a woman's
okay.
ass. Yeah, I
This
pushed
guy-
her balls.
This guy's playing Fortnite, and it says he's edging at every milestone that he hits.
That's one
All
way to
right.
do the quest, man. Sweet.
Oh, this is the best
Yeah.
one.
So he's gonna be doing like outlast a bunch of players, and just start jacking it again.
I guess.
I mean, the problem is you're playing against kids, probably.
Well, he's
Like,
not
you can't-
jacking off during it. He's gonna get a milestone and sit in the lobby and jack off. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it'd be so funny to stream.
At least you're not
some
on like
guy
voice chat.
Joystick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, those people are probably the least weird that are playing with the kids, to be honest.
Yeah, a guy puts that like every time I get killed in Fortnite, I have to come, and you're just stream sniping him over and over again.
Fuck! Fuck! I'm drained.
I'm drained. These guys are draining my balls as a troll. These straight guys, these straight trolls come on here. They try to drain us.
Ooh, this guy's playing chess with fart cam. Just kidding. That'd be cool. Made that one up.
If I win, I put the pieces up my butt.
I want a Joystick gaming jersey.
Yeah, like one of those ones Vlogs had.
Joystick seems to be a healthier site and a better site than Plexstorm overall. They have more chatters. Plexstorm always felt like I was opening a really old site.
Some of these are tagged not safe for work.
Fuck! I can't watch your Joystick stream while I'm at work. I can only watch this guy with his ass.
I did see a chatter once say that they were like watching at work and they had to be careful.
Yeah, there's lots of them, but that's also like
Yeah.
it's probably their thing, you know.
They're probably a
being
porn
naughty.
star. It's probably one of the guys from Jizz Talking.
They're being
yeah.
naughty. It's probably
It's basically
fucking
practice.
Insights into Things should have a Joystick stream where it's just both their nuts on cam.
No.
you could barely hear them like.
You're just under the table.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there under the table with a camera and just like panning back and forth to their nuts while they're
Just walk-
talking.
You're walking back and forth with your gimbal.
Uh,
That's pretty cool to think about. Insights into Things. Their fucking
Yep.
balls cam. You
a
just see, like,
giant dad and his giant son.
the corners of their Hawaiian shirts draping down by their nuts. I love.
Me
Is
and
there
my
a dad and
don't
a
give
son combo?
fuck.
Yeah,
I want to see a son and his dad do duos. I want to see a great grandson and his great grandpa do Fortnite duos with no pants on.
Sus.
And it's me and my great grandpa.
Pops from Pops and Jakey T, just with his fucking spread ass cam,
No.
Bouncing up and down.
shaking his prospector cock.
All right, everybody,
Ah.
check out Spread
Joystick.
Assholes.
Check out
TV.
Lovense. Lovense
Yeah.
can be used by anyone of any age, whether they're 80, 90, 100, 110, whether they're on the death list, whether they're
Mhm.
not, whether they're young. It could be used by Mike Ditka. It could be used by Lou Rawls if he hadn't died. Henry Kissinger, Pope Francis.
Check out
Actually, no, Pope Francis, there was an ecumenical speech he made about not using Lovense.
True. He said
Something
it's for,
about how if like the guy's not in the room, it's not okay, but it's okay if the guy's in the room.
he got in trouble for saying that it's a fad for e-girls.
Yeah. He said it's bullshit and the company's going to go out of business. And it was better when they would just do it to themselves, like manually.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of got mad at him, but I don't know why.
He said manual masturbation with no assistance is the best, cleanest pleasure.
That's his
He
real
said-
name.
He said that. Yeah, man.
Like he took the name Francis, but it's Emanuel Masturbation.
Oh,
That was his name back in Argentina.
Emanuel Masturbacion. He's from Resistance.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah, it's
check
too bad
out
he's homophobic.
Dollar Shave Club, Joseph Fritzl, and all our other sponsors.
Patreon.com/
Yeah, but don't go to Joseph Fritzl's house. I assume he's out of jail.
Yep, he's out of jail now.
They let him
Service
out because he was in
Yeah.
Germany. So it was probably like 2.5 years.
time. Yeah. It was Austria, actually, but same. All right. Bye.
Bye.
He comes back and the people are just still in the house, like packing up their suitcases. Like, oh, God damn it. Fuck.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Bye bye.
All right, good night, everybody.
You caught me smiling again. You caught me smiling again. Hanging loose. 'Cause you ain't used to see me. You caught me smiling again.